Welcome to the Positive Sports Podcast. I'll be your host this evening, Ed Montana. Alongside me today, allegedly, the brother from the same mother. At least that's what my mother says. Alex.
My mom says the same thing.
But most importantly, alongside both of us today. That's right. Y'all thought 2 Montanas was good? We got 3. We added another one. Check it out. Our cousin, Liliana. I've got a cousin in Philly that's going to be pretty pissed when he sees this. Liliana, how are you today to be on the show?
I'm awesome. I'm pumped.
Yes!
We're all pumped. We're all very excited. In case you guys are wondering, this is not going to be your normal episode. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk some sports, but we're going to talk some shit. We've got NBA All-Star Saturday going on at the same time.
Yep.
So this is like, we've been doing some bullshit episodes. We've done a lot of sports episodes. This is like a quasi-family bullshit sports episode.
I feel like this is going to derail to bullshit avenue. We're just going to...
It could happen. Anything could happen tonight. Who knows?
Anything could happen.
You heard it here.
Hey, before we get started though, we got to let the fans know. We got to give them a little background. We talk about our cousins all the time, but they don't know exactly who you are. Now you're on the show. You got to give them the 411. Let them know who you are.
All right. So, quick snapshot. I'm Eddie's youngest cousin, Alex's older cousin. Right?
Oh,
That's
For
true.
the most part.
Yeah, you know,
I'm in
you
between.
confuse the shit out of everybody by calling me Eddie.
All right. Ed,
Little
like,
Eddie.
Eddie, who the fuck is that?
Ed's little cousin. Originally from Brooklyn, living in Manhattan right now. Married, have 1 kid, and visiting in Houston for the week.
Just outside of Houston.
Just outside of Houston for the week. And excited to be on my first podcast ever with my cousins.
Yeah, buddy.
This is awesome. This is good stuff. So, to give you a little more background, Liliana and I grew up pretty close together. She's 3 years younger than I am. 3 years and a day, right?
Yes.
Younger than I am. And we grew up side by side. So we have a ridiculous amount of stories from when we were kids because we spent a lot of time together. So we were very blessed to have a lot of time together. Liliana, as you can see, is the much calmer, much serener.
Don't let that fool you.
I
think there's a fuse there.
I don't know. Back in the day, I got in a shitload of trouble, and she didn't.
True. Sure enough.
Well, she's the female.
Showed up.
She's a saint comparatively.
You're Ed. You were little Eddie.
A little Eddie.
You were little Eddie.
Back in the dizzle. So what do we got going on here? We got the NBA skills competition or some shit?
Yeah, they're doing skills competition first, then 3-point contest, I'm guessing, and then obviously finish.
I don't even know who's... Does anyone watch this anymore?
No, I don't even know why we have it on.
We have it on because we gotta have something on.
I don't watch it.
You don't watch no
You're
basketball.
a baseball junkie though, aren't you?
Yes, definitely more baseball.
All right,
Definitely
so
more baseball.
the baseball thing we've been talking about is this whole Bryce Harper, Manny Machado thing. When are they going to sign? And I know you're a big Yankee fan.
Yes.
Who do you want? The
Machado.
Yankees.
Machado.
You want Machado?
For sure.
Machado.
Is it because he's
For
cuter
sure.
than Harper, or is it because he's better than Harper?
You don't like the surfer hair that Bryce
Come
Harper
on, tell
Well,
us
that,
the truth.
I mean, that'll go. That'll go.
The beard?
You know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
absolutely.
yeah.
That's true.
That's a no-brainer. That's going to go right away. But
So
no,
why do you want
definitely
Machado?
I just think he's a better player. Oh, whoa.
Yo,
What
really?
happened? What happened?
I almost spilled my coffee.
You
Better
sure
than
did.
Harper?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I've heard many people say that.
I agree
Well,
with you.
I
agree with
think
you.
the Yankees will definitely make an even better player out of him.
Now that's an interesting point because I think that being in the Yankees system and the Yankees way, I think helps a lot of players in a way. But I almost think that would help Harper more than Machado. Harper seems like a not great locker room guy.
Okay.
And Machado just seems like a straight up a-hole sometimes. What are you awfully quiet?
Well, I just feel that she's a Montana. She should be a Mets fan. That's my honest feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't understand. You're a Montana.
How did you end up a Yankee fan out of the whole deal?
I think I just came to my senses.
Oh, snap.
I came to my senses.
She said you're cray-cray.
Yeah. I can't really argue there, right? I mean, like, what am I thinking? You know what? Maybe I'll just go over to your side. To the dark side.
Try it.
To the evil empire.
You never know. You might like it.
Look, when I left New York, I caught so much shit for being a New Yorker that I root for both. But yeah, if the Yankees and the Mets made it to the World Series, I'd root for the Mets. If the Jets and the Giants made it to the World Series, I'd root for the Giants. If the Rangers and the Islanders made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, I'd root for the Islanders. So I definitely have a preference one way or the other, but I root for both. I'm at the point where I don't give a shit. I can't stand people giving me a hard time, so I'm just like, give me whomever.
I would give you a harder time just for rooting for both.
That's because you're a hater.
No, I'm not.
That's why Twitter smacks you around every couple of weeks.
Yeah, are you on Twitter?
I am.
You plug it.
Oh, wow.
You don't know
You've
your
got a
handle.
handle.
Yes.
You've got a handle. My
I
handle
do.
is...
Yeah, how do you not know your
Oh
handle?
my God, we're gonna have to look it up.
I forget because I have all these different things that I try.
While she tries to remember that, if y'all folks want to get a hold of the show, you can email the show at positivesports10@gmail.com. Positivesports10@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, I remember my handle. You can reach me on Twitter at emontana21. How about you, buddy?
Well, if I'm not locked out, reach me on Twitter at BrooklynGaucho1.
Now, come on, Liliana.
Mine
Surely you know by
it's
this point.
Lil Monty 7401. 7401.
I'm gonna have to look
There you
that
go.
up.
There you go.
Give her a follow. Shout her out.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know what it is at this point.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I mean, you tweeted at me and stuff, but I don't remember.
Have you ever been in Twitter jail?
No.
Oh, man.
What is that like?
Oh, you're inside of a box and you're not exposed to what's going on.
What did
You're
you
lost.
do? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Twitter just puts me in jail.
Something.
He made some
Something.
terrorist comment and got busted.
Oh,
Yeah, they put me in jail and then they locked my account and I can't use it ever again. I have like 25 different accounts.
Cause here it is. Yes, it is 7401.
7401. All right.
Lil Monty,
Good.
LILMONTY 7401. If you want to follow our cousin, she will give you a shout back, I'm sure.
For sure.
For sure. So, today's been a fun day. I went out and ran a 5K with my son.
You're crazy.
My son's crazier because he hadn't run a 5K before. I didn't have a problem. He struggled. He stuck with me for a mile.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I can do this. And then right before we hit a mile, he goes, how much more?
Aw.
And I looked down like, bro, we haven't even gone a mile yet. And lo and behold, 30 seconds later, he was way back there. But he finished, so that's good.
Yeah, as long as you finish. That reminds me of the Shea Stadium 10K that we ran.
It was a 5K.
It was a 5K? Well, shit, it felt like a 10K because it took me like an hour.
Oh my God.
That was the same thing. You stuck
Dude.
with me for a while.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes. I mean...
That's a quarter mile. And then I remember finishing and walking back to get you, and I walked a long way.
Man, that was a struggle.
Running's not your thing.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
All right.
Are you...
No.
5K? No, nothing?
I
Nothing?
did one 5K like maybe 10 years ago, and yeah, my knees are just they creak.
That's my excuse too.
Liliana hasn't sweat since like 2003.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Did you play any sports in high school?
No.
No?
No, not a sports kid.
Not at all.
No. Brains.
Good answer.
Smarter than us. So then came back, chilled out for a while, and then my uncle, your dad, did what he always does when you come into town. We had a barbecue. Now, I don't know about you two, but I did two things probably in greater depth than either one of you. I ate all the food, and I laughed all the laughs.
Yes. There were a lot of laughs.
Good grief. The old people know how to make us laugh.
Yeah, you know, they, well, there's so many stories in our family, really. I mean, and it, you know,
Pepito?
Yeah, a lot of Pepito stories. But it seems like a lot of them are not, you know, we don't really tell the same stories over and over. No. I mean, we do, right? There's probably one or two that really stand out.
Yeah.
But at every get-together, there
seems to be a different...
Yes.
So, you come down here, what, like 2-3 times a year?
Yeah, about 2.
About 2-3 times a year. So, my uncle does this at least twice a year, sometimes 3. And you're right. There's very rarely a repeated story. Or a repeated joke. Because today was the Pepito jokes.
That's true.
Now, for those of you that don't know, and I don't even know that this is a thing, but Pepito is the Spanish version of Little Johnny, right?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Slightly dirty, but not quite. Some little kid that does some little nasty shit, right? Like he likes looking up girls' skirts and things like that, right? Kind of like stuff that Alex still does.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so today we got a heavy dose of, and it's always kind of weird to hear your father... Right?
My father.
Your father or my father.
Okay.
Or my uncle.
Both
of them. To hear both of
them.
They're how old's your dad? My dad's 74?
69.
69, right. So it's hard to hear 2 70-year-old dudes cracking Pepito jokes.
This is what I want to know when they tell jokes. I can hardly remember this morning. How the hell do they remember all these jokes?
It's a fucking different one every time.
I don't understand.
It's a different one every time.
I'm a horrible joke teller, by the way. Like I'm good at listening, but I can't tell a
now,
joke.
your dad bumps around Facebook a lot, so I'm guessing that's where he finds his.
I think he does a lot of his research.
But I research.
Well, how the hell do you explain Dad? Because he doesn't do no social media.
Dad doesn't know how to turn on a computer yet, which is But he sure as hell will direct traffic on the computer. Like he'll tell mom where to go, what website to hit, and all this other shit.
All I know is Dad told a joke that I thought was real, and it wasn't. And I was kind of like, it was kind of like that moment when I found out Santa Claus is not real.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man,
that was priceless.
And we laughed and we laughed and then we laughed some more.
Oh, it's a good time. It is a good time. Don't get me wrong. Like I always look forward to seeing you. But I also look forward to the barbecue, having a good time, cooking, drinking some wine, eating some good food, and having a few laughs. Nothing like hanging out with the family and having a few laughs.
No. We really need to get a, what do you call it, reunion? Like, we need to, set something
everybody.
up. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You think we can fit our 2 other cousins in here?
We'll find a way.
And have
we
all
just have
5
to,
of us on the podcast?
We just have to...
That would be awesome.
Move out the laptop.
Yeah, we just got to move everything
out the door.
We all get smaller, which is good, because they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Mm.
Any qualms about being in front of the camera?
No. Why?
Now that you bring it up, yeah.
No, not at all. It's natural. It's just having a conversation.
Well, this is what we always do, right?
I'll tell you what, you look a whole lot more laxed than I was when I first started.
True.
Because I was I'm like, oh my God.
That is so true. I remember being like, oh my God, Alex is so stiff.
She was embarrassed to say she's my cousin.
She was telling her friends, watch the podcast. The cute one on the left, that's my cousin. The other one, I have no fucking idea.
Hey, man.
So, real quick, what the hell do you do back in New York? Because all these years, I've never asked you what you do for a living. What do you do for a living?
All right. Well, let's get serious here.
Is this something Mom and Dad are okay to...
Yeah, sure. It's no secret.
She's a stripper.
No, I'm not. People.
Listen, your Twitter page will get some likes on this.
My bad. You told me not to mention your stripperness.
Because it ain't true. All right. So I'm a social worker, and I work in the court system with parents whose kids are being removed because they're drug addicts. So we try to get the parents into rehab so they can get their kids back.
Okay. We're going to change topics.
That's serious,
a Debbie
right?
Downer right there.
That's no,
good. That's serious
good.
shit.
It's good, though. It's good because we're trying to get people,
cleaned up
and get their kids back. Because without us, it's kind of hard. So it's good.
That sounds difficult.
That's what I was going to say. I bet you have to deal with...
I like it better my way. I just have to add shit and make sure it totals to the right number.
I like that too.
Good God, that sounds
like it too.
awfully difficult.
Yeah. Well,
Not difficult, but just kind of like, what's the right word? Not gut wrenching, but just kind of like, it's kind of like an emotional roller coaster type of thing, don't you think? You got to be like kind of cold blooded, right? Like this is what has to happen.
Right. You got to make it real.
Mm-hmm.
And set the expectations that, it's them. They got to do the work. If they don't do it, then there's nothing I could do.
No.
You know what I mean? I can only guide people in a certain direction, and if they don't go in that direction, then there's going to be consequences.
Right. Wow, man, that's hats off to you. I mean, I knew what you did, but I don't think we've ever had like a serious discussion about it, man. That's impressive. I don't know that I would have the stamina to do it day after day, and I know you've been doing it for a long time, so my hat's off to you. That's impressive, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's certainly more life-changing than the shit we do.
Have you ever had...
I don't know about that.
Man, I'm just bumping around some numbers. I ain't doing shit.
Have you ever had like a parent just like go off on you? Because I assume you have like direct contact with them. Or...
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, I don't, not me personally, because I have staff.
Okay.
The director.
Okay.
But I did do it back in the day, and yeah, there were people who would go off on me because they tested positive on a drug test, or they didn't get a good report because they didn't go to their program, or whatever it may be, and
while you're just doing your job,
they're like, "You did this to me." I was like, "No."
You ever get like people? Do you ever get like people threatening you?
No, I've never had that. We've never really had that. No, because I think that they realize that after a while, it's not us against them. It's us with them.
Right.
And if you're a good, case manager, that's what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
You set that up. You set that up so that it's that kind of relationship where you're saying, look, we're going to work at this together, and it's not going to be us against you. If you're not doing well, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You got to turn it around. So yeah.
Man,
you ride a fine line.
That sounds very difficult. I bet there's been more than one night you come home and have a stiff drink.
Definitely.
Straight vodka on the rocks.
Definitely, right? Yeah.
What kind of drinks do you prefer? Are you a wine, beer?
Wine. Definitely. And
she's a foo-foo wine
white
person.
wine, yeah.
White wine.
White?
Wine, yeah.
She's racist.
Yeah, I am.
Racist against Native Americans. She doesn't like red wine.
Red wine's better for you.
That's what they say. It dries me out though. I'm like dry, Yeah.
What's your drink of choice?
Water, man. I haven't had a beer since like really like drank since October.
That's bullshit. Yeah,
That's
beer
not
when we're
bullshit.
watching the playoffs. When the Cowboys played the Seahawks.
Bullshit. Oh well, yeah. But I mean, that's like no. But that's no.
But
that's a beer.
No, but that's one Saturday out the. I mean, that was like 2 months ago or a month ago.
It was in January.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but I'm saying I haven't like really drank. That was just a drink,
bro. Your mastery of the English language baffles me sometimes.
I failed 3rd grade. Did you know that? Like English or whatever. What did we? Yeah, whatever.
You said you haven't had a beer in 4 months or whatever it is that you said.
Yeah, like since October.
Right.
Yeah.
In January, I saw you drink a beer.
Oh, right. Yeah, a beer. Exactly. That doesn't mean like I freaking went out and then got drunk.
But you said you haven't had a beer since October.
Oh my God. We've been going through this all
3
day.
or more is I've drank. You know what I'm saying? Like I drank that night.
Guys,
one beer
this has been
is
going on all day with, what was it, picky eaters?
Mushrooms.
That's
Mushrooms.
him. He's a picky eater.
And
I just pick my nose.
100% picky eater, and you're part of the 5%. Oh my God.
It's
I've been here
him.
for a week.
It's
I don't know what
him.
to say.
It's him.
Your mastery of English is terrible.
Well, I mean, when I say if I say I had a beer, then I mean, I went out and I drank. You know what I mean?
So when you say you've had a beer, you mean a case of beer.
Yeah, probably not a case, but I mean,
Well,
I went out and
12
I drank for a few hours. You know what I mean?
A few hours, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
So if you said you had a sip of beer, that would be like one beer, which would be
One
what
beer.
happened in January.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So why though? You just
I just, honestly,
yeah.
my gut was getting fat.
Oh, all right.
And I was getting a little,
That'll do it. Yeah,
I
that'll
mean,
do it.
I was uncomfortable. So I was like, you know what? That's the problem. And I'm not drinking anymore.
So you did that in October.
In October, yeah.
You came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
You guys make New Year's resolutions?
No.
I know you don't.
I don't.
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
Never?
No, not usually. No.
For what?
Huh?
For what? I mean, like after the third
For the
month,
new
you
year.
forget about it, and it's just it doesn't last.
I make resolutions like twice a year, right? Like I look at shit. So my birthday's at the end of June, so I look at stuff at the end of June, right? 6 months, and I kind of make resolutions for the rest of the year, and then at the end of the year, I make resolutions for kind of the next 6 months. So I look at stuff in 6 month increments.
That's cheating. It's not happy 6 months. It's Happy New Year.
Well, no,
It's a
I know.
New
I'm just
Year's
saying.
resolution.
I know. I'm just saying. My resolutions are just every 6 months. I kind of revisit what I'm doing. I'm a nerd. Leave me alone.
I make a resolution in January, then I make another one in February, so I can break the one I made in January. Then I make another one in March, and I can break the one I made in
You know
February.
what? I go to the gym frequently, and I love it in January when you go, and it's packed, especially like the first 2 weeks, and then you go in February, and it's like, where'd everybody go?
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
I'll be that. That's me.
Yeah.
Are you working out again, or?
No. I actually I got a procedure coming up that will not allow me to really work out the way I want to. So
Really?
yes,
I did not know that.
yeah.
I don't think I want to know anymore.
I don't think you do either.
It sounds
I'm a
terrible.
little curious.
Are you?
I'm curious.
I'm
I mean, you
curious
don't have to
too.
go into detail, but
Oh, I can go into details.
Go ahead and tell us, bro. Just tell us.
no.
We're gonna ask.
All right, yep.
Well, I mean, if you guys ever seen Dr. Pimple Popper,
Oh, I love that show.
then my back probably looked something like one of her patients.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was dude. I had a boil on my back, and it was probably the size of a golf ball.
Oh, that's not that bad. Have
No.
you ever watched that show?
Have you ever had a boil?
No,
It's that bad.
But I mean, when she pulls some shit out, it's like softball size shit.
Yeah, well,
That chick,
boils are no joke.
that's what I've heard. But that chick reaches in with her bare hands and starts pulling stuff out.
Ooh.
She's getting queasy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if see, I couldn't do that job. I don't think I could.
I think it'd be kind of fun.
I couldn't.
You work out at all?
No.
God damn, what do you do?
Walk. That's not working out, but I do walk a lot. I do.
Living in the
Because
city?
living in the city, I walk to the subway or I'll walk to the bus, and then from wherever that leaves me, then I gotta walk some more. So I do a lot of walking.
one of the biggest differences between living here in the Houston area and living in New York. In New York, you walk so many places. Like you walk to the corner store, you walk to the subway, you walk to the bus station. From there, you walk to work or whatever. Here, you walk to the garage, get in your car, and drive wherever you want to go.
Yeah, but like where we're at in Katy, right?
Just outside of Houston.
Just outside of Houston. You know, you got sidewalks in the neighborhood, but once you get out the neighborhood and onto the main street, there are no sidewalks. But if you're in certain parts of Houston, there are actually sidewalks
Yeah.
on the street. It's very...
Yeah, but how many times do you see people walking around on the sidewalks, even here in our neighborhood? Other than that little old Asian couple in my neighborhood, ain't nobody walking around out here.
You know what's weird in my neighborhood in the summertime when it's real nice and everything? There's sidewalks in my neighborhood,
Okay.
but people choose not to use them and they walk their dogs like in the middle of the street.
You ever run anyone over?
I'm tempted
Close.
one day.
Close.
I don't see the right. Like, why would you not use the sidewalk? Right?
It's like that at Walmart too, right? People walk right down the middle of the pathway in Walmart, like in the parking lot.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is wrong with you people? Y'all want to get run over.
Well, they want to get paid.
Yeah, but not if they're dead.
Did you hear about this lady that went shopping at Walmart. I can't remember. Damn, I can't remember where. And what she did was she emptied out or she ate a whole box of Pringles. Did you hear about this? And she filled it up with wine.
Yeah.
She
I
filled
did
it
hear
up.
about that.
Yeah, she filled it up with wine, and she got caught somehow. I don't know how.
Well,
but
wasn't she in like a shop, like
the
in a shopping cart?
no, I think she was in the handicap little thingy scooter.
Oh,
scooter.
the scooter. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
I can't remember
drunk
how.
driving, but like.
Yeah.
You know, if you walk around Walmart long enough that you can eat a whole thing of Pringles and then fill it up with wine, drink the whole thing of wine, that's a good Walmart trip.
So, what would be your choice of Pringles? What flavor?
Oh, salt and vinegar, bro.
Salt and vinegar?
Sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion. That's by far the best one.
Yes.
No, salt and vinegar is the best. That's the best Pringles. It's the best chips.
See, you can go home, get a bag of Lay's, put some hot sauce or some vinegar on it. And there's your salt and vinegar.
Yeah,
the
but
sour cream and onion.
But then
you can't make that.
It'll be soggy. It's not the same thing.
Oh no, not if you eat it fast enough.
What the fuck are they? What is this? 3-point legends? Why do we have these fat dudes can't shoot?
I don't know. Ray Allen looks pretty fit still.
Ray Allen just retired, but
Yeah,
there's two other guys, Mark Price and Glenn Rice. Now I love me some Glenn Rice, right in Michigan, man, but that T-shirt is stretched out.
Yeah,
that's what we call a smedium.
A medium, yeah.
Medium.
Seriously.
Look at these guys winding up. They're gonna pull a muscle or hurt themselves. I hope they got the ambulances ready.
So I guess it's Steph Curry's dad.
Yeah, Del Curry's out there too. Yeah, this is like the Curry event because Seth Curry and Steph Curry are in it. Del Curry's out there chucking threes now in this Legends rack.
And missing them.
And missing all of them. Ray Allen's missing all of them now. What are they doing bringing these geriatrics out there? I mean, that's not right. These guys can be... I mean, Ray Allen looks pretty good, but even he can't get off the ground. Look at this. Oh, my man Glenn Rice.
I'll tell you what, Ray Allen, he's been out the league, 2-3 years?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, he's been in shape. You see plenty of guys that just got out a year out the league.
Now, my man Glenn Rice hit 3 of them out of the 5. The rest of them...
Yeah, Mark Price. Is that Mark Price?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. So...
But you gotta be...
So what else do you... what else is going on in Brooklyn? I haven't been there in forever.
In the Boogie Down Bronx.
To tell you the truth, I haven't been in Brooklyn in a while either.
That's right. You live in Manhattan.
Because I live in Manhattan now, but I've been to the Bronx a lot.
Hey, do me a favor. Go ahead and pay attention to the show.
Yeah, I'm trying. TV, cousin, I can't.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Do you do the party? You party it up a lot?
Oh, all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Jeez.
You sure?
You're not a party machine.
I'm not a party machine. You found me out.
She's such an easygoing...
You found me out. I like to stay home. I like to watch some shows, not all shows.
What's your favorite... What are you watching now? Like, what's your favorite show right now?
I'm still into The Walking Dead. That just came back.
Really?
It just came back.
I never got into The Walking Dead.
Been watching it for 9 years straight.
How long?
9 years.
It's been on that long?
I know, right?
What, are you watching reruns or?
No, like new shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like our all-time favorite show. We still stop everything to watch that show on Sunday night.
So in my house, it's really only like 4 channels, 3 cartoon channels, and then a sports channel. And that's all that we watch. I mean, sometimes I get beat, out the remote, It's sometimes 2 kids against 1, and sometimes I gotta
beat upside the head.
And sometimes I gotta, take charge and get that remote out their hands. Gotcha. But that's the only 2 channels we really watch.
We watch a shit ton of sports here, but we watch How to Get Away with Murder. We're all in on that show, ABC show on Thursday nights. And then there's a couple of comedy shows that we watch, like Young Sheldon, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
We don't really watch that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get
I watch
into
a
it.
shit ton of sports because I'm addicted.
Now, I know you guys have made fun of me of this in the past, but we still watch wrestling. We watch wrestling.
Old school WWE
like old
shit?
school WWE, Raw, and SmackDown on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Really?
Nice.
And we still watch the pay-per-views because we are part of the WWE network.
Damn.
So, yeah.
I don't remember you being that hardcore.
Yeah,
about
me neither.
that.
We weren't. Or at least I wasn't that much.
Wait,
I
you
remember-
watch like current or do you go back?
No.
Yeah.
The like today's stuff.
She
like
said
the guys
Raw
that
and
are-
SmackDown on Mondays and Tuesdays.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
That's right.
Back in the day, it was like Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Then
it was just Mondays.
it was just Monday Night Raw back
Right.
in the day.
Yep.
And
then they added the SmackDown.
Yeah, then they added SmackDown.
I haven't watched wrestling since about I think 3 WrestleManias ago.
Yeah, we still watch it.
I tried to get back into it, but I can't. By the way, you're gonna have to come back here next January because Royal Rumble is down here.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
Ooh,
That
now
would be
that's
cool.
fun.
All right, let's make
Okay,
that
all
happen.
right.
You got time to
Plan
plan.
this out.
Let's
would be
make
cool.
that happen. Come
'Cause-
down here for
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. We'll go with you.
Royal Rumble is one of our favorites because
Oh,
we
that's
like,
good
to
stuff.
count down
Right.
and do the
Okay, that would be awesome to go live. Right?
Let's
yeah,
do
that.
gotta go live.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Have you ever been to a live?
No.
No?
Never?
Never.
I have.
You're missing out.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
We went to SummerSlam 95, maybe?
90 hella long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
it was probably before that. It was when Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth got married and they were fighting.
Oh.
Macho Man was feuding with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of Jake the Snakes, have you seen that that documentary about Diamond Dallas Page with Jake the Snake and Scott Hall?
No.
Do yourselves a favor, folks, and you too as well. Watch that documentary. What DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, has done with those two guys is absolutely amazing. Diamond Dallas Page got out of wrestling, started this yoga program.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I heard that.
And look, I don't know if it works or not, but it has become, like, if you go onto his website, it's truly amazing what the guy is doing. He is transforming people's lives, and I don't know that it's like just a regular old yoga program that works for everybody, but I mean, he's got guys, military guys, who have come back from the war and have had, legs blown off and whatnot, and given them a new sense of purpose. He found out about Jake the Snake and his ways. Jake the Snake couldn't move. I mean, he was so bad with the alcohol that his life was just destroyed, and completely turned that guy's life around. They found out that Scott Hall was a mess.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon from back in the day.
That's right.
He took him in as well. And it's amazing as those guys got healthier from doing the yoga just to be able to move again.
Yeah.
They kicked the alcohol and they just got better and better such that they're doing pretty good for themselves. And I think one of them, if not both of them, have been back on WWE shows. Not doing a lot because they're up in years, but still doing something. Do yourself a favor, and I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't remember the name of the documentary or whatever it's called, but it's amazing what he's done with those guys.
When I heard him in an interview, Diamond Dallas Page, talking about the yoga, when you think about Diamond Dallas Page, right, wrestler, he kind of looks a little, scary, like he's aggressive, like.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you hear him in an interview, he sounds totally different. He doesn't sound aggressive. He explains things very thoroughly. He gave a great interview on a show on XM Radio, and what he's doing to help people out is pretty crazy.
What struck me about that documentary was, and I don't have any experience, and maybe you can speak about this better than I can. I don't have any experience with addiction or people who are addicted to drugs or alcohol. But to see him deal with Jake Roberts, where he was obviously frustrated with some of the missteps that Jake was taking during the process of getting himself cleaned up, to hear his just genuine compassion to deal with someone who was disappointing him, someone who he desperately was trying to help, who he desperately cared about, and yet was so disappointed. And the way he was able to keep himself level-headed and able to refocus Jake to do the right thing going forward was just beyond impressive. And again, I'm sure that you, with your background, probably wouldn't find it as impressive maybe because you kind of know what the mentality is or how to deal with that stuff. But for the lay person like me who doesn't know that, I was just like, wow, that's the exact opposite of what I would do, right? Someone royally disappoints me, I don't think I would be able to show the compassion of saying, look, man, you're only hurting yourself. Right. You know, it was incredible to me. Do yourselves a service, do yourselves a favor, you guys out there, look for Diamond Dallas Page and Jake the Snake Roberts documentary, and I'm sure you'll find it. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's fantastic. You guys get a chance, check it out on Netflix. It's cool. Amazing stuff.
Very cool.
Favorite wrestler of all time?
Of all time?
All time.
Oh.
Okay, give us like your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, top 4. There you go.
Man, well, definitely Hulk Hogan, right?
Okay.
As a kid, he was like, you know,
the man.
Say your environment. What is it? Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and there was another thing. So definitely
make sex videos. Wasn't that the other one? I mean,
yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Then definitely The Rock. A little bit. Yeah, okay. All right.
Do you watch the Titan games?
I do.
Of course you do.
Makes sense now.
Nowadays, I still like Brock Lesnar.
Even though he doesn't talk a lot?
Even though he doesn't talk a lot and he barely wrestles.
Yeah.
And let's see, who else is on the list?
John Cena.
No.
No?
No, we definitely weren't John Cena fans.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he's okay. Triple H.
That's a good one.
See, I look at it a little bit more from the technical side. So Hulk Hogan didn't impress me all that much because he didn't have a whole lot of moves.
Dude, he had the boot and the leg drop.
Yeah.
Those are like...
He didn't have a whole lot of moves.
That's all he needed.
That was all he needed.
He didn't have a whole lot of moves. If you're talking about like true wrestlers, dude, the Macho Man was a fucking show.
But all he had was the ooh yeah
and the flying elbow.
And the flying elbow.
I mean, he was, as far as like the technical doing the show thing, I thought he was awesome. As far as character, yeah, Hulk Hogan's probably the best character there ever was, right? But as far as technical wrestling, those smaller guys like Macho Man Savage, like Ricky Steamboat, like Shawn Michaels, those guys were incredible. And and admittedly, part of that is the whole aerial attack, right? Yeah. Jumping off the ropes and flying over the ropes into the sides and stuff. I mean, those guys are just, and how they throw their bodies around is just amazing.
Yeah, when technical, I don't think about Macho Man. I think about like Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels.
Bret Hart was very good.
Mr. Perfect. He was pretty good.
He's dead, isn't he?
He is. He
Mr.
is,
Perfect?
Yeah. His son wrestles. Yeah.
Is he like mini perfect? Is he quasi perfect?
He's nowhere
Not
near
quite perfect enough. Who's your favorite?
I mean, Sting.
Oh yes, I forgot about Sting.
Because when I first seen Sting in WCW and he came out with the blonde, I mean, as a kid, right? I mean, the spiky blonde hair. I mean,
nothing better.
Yeah, I mean, it was like that guy's cool.
Yeah,
right?
I loved the NWO. The whole concept behind the NWO, I thought was awesome.
That's probably, I mean, for me, it's probably the best era.
Back in the '90s, I was an auditor. And we had
a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We had a client who had a satellite office in Franklin, Pennsylvania. Ask me where Franklin, Pennsylvania is.
In Pennsylvania.
It's about 6 hours outside of nowhere. Right?
Nice.
And so we had to go up there and do the audit for a couple of weeks as part of this job that I was on. And we went up there, and the controller up there was this guy. I mean, he was right out of a movie, right? He was probably like 6'7", 350, 380. I mean, he was a big dude, and he wasn't like svelte. I mean, he was huge. And dark hair, big beard, looked Amish, right? Mm-hmm. And one day, the manager that I was working with and myself were in the conference room, and we're wrestling fans and we're working away and talking, and all of a sudden the topic comes up about Monday Night Raw the night before, and he happened to be walking by, and he came in and started talking to us about wrestling, and we thought, oh, how cool, this guy knows wrestling, blah blah blah. And then after a few minutes of talking to him, we realized this guy thinks it's real. And at one point he said to us, I'll never forget this for as long as I live. We were talking, again, kept talking about wrestling. We were going back to what happened months ago. And he said to us, he goes, I had to turn it off one evening because my blood pressure was starting to spike.
Did you break him the news?
No, man. You don't break
you
character.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. That's like telling a kid about Santa Claus.
Yeah,
man.
but he's not a kid. He was a grown man. I would have told him.
No, I couldn't.
I would have said it.
No,
you
could
after you did your audit. I would have.
You couldn't do it. You could. I'm telling you, as you're talking to this guy, and all of a sudden it dawns on you that he thinks this is real, and he's starting to he has to turn away because it's affecting his blood pressure. You don't have the heart to tell him it's not true, bro.
Were you sad when you found out it wasn't real?
No, I can't say that I was. But this, I mean,
yeah, I would have said something.
I couldn't break it. Could you break it to someone?
No, I couldn't. That'd be cruel. I think it'd be a little.
You gotta stay
cruel.
in character, bro. If you're a wrestling fan, you can't break character to another wrestling fan.
Yeah, but if I see this wrestling fan really about to cry and get really emotional about something that is fake.
Unless he's about to croak, I'm not telling him the truth. Now, if he's telling me he's having heart palpitations and I got to take him to the ER, I'm like, bro, it's not real.
And but it's funny because I feel like we kind of play a game with ourselves, right? Because we know, obviously, that it's all scripted, right? There's an actual script, if you will. And we watch it with our daughter, who's 10, and she, she used to get right? And so we had to explain it to her. Look, it's scripted. It's not real, whatever. Anybody who got hit like that, they'd be in the hospital. They're not really hurt. Okay, so you go through the whole explanation. So even though it's not real, you still kind of play a game with yourself because you still get excited about it. Like, oh, did you see that move? And, oh, my God, I can't believe what happened.
It is by far the best soap opera on TV.
Oh, definitely.
And that's what I tell people. You always get people like, dude, you're a grown-ass man. What are you doing still watching wrestling? I'm like, fuck you. You watch Law & Order, don't you? It's the same fucking thing. You watch a stupid show that's scripted for an hour. I watch these stupid athletes in their fucking jockey shorts do a scripted thing for an hour.
More action in that than there is in Law & Order.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you. It's great. I love it. And the other part that's really cool when I watch it, or for me, I should say, is the athleticism it takes to do some of the shit that they do, and then to think that they do it 300 days a year.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I go out and run 5 miles and I'm sore the next day. Imagine those guys throwing themselves around for 15 minutes nonstop. I mean, it's just...
makes you wonder, right? Is that why they get into drugs and all that? I mean, they're away from home with drugs and alcohol. I mean, they're away from home for so long. Right. They're living on the road, and probably not eating well, and at some point, I would assume, all that banging on the canvas and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, you
all the aches and pains.
You need to take something, right, to ease that.
Just even for the aches and pains.
Yeah. And
well, I don't know if either one of you has traveled much for work, and I haven't traveled a bunch, but there's something about traveling for work that when you're out of town, you're like, there's no rules here, right? I can do whatever the hell I want, and I can go to the bar, I can go sit at the bar. As long as I show up for work the next day, I don't have to worry about my girlfriend, my wife, my kids, my parents, my family, my friends. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm out of town. I'm in a town I don't know anyone. I can go do whatever the hell I want. So there is a little bit more of that loosey-goosey feeling, a little bit more of that, what happens in Charlotte stays in Charlotte type of thing, or what happens in Franklin, Pennsylvania stays in Franklin. Not that I did anything, because I was like, their idea of fun was karaoke night on Thursdays, which was awesome, by the way. They had people in that town that were like literally karaoke stars. Like they looked forward to this one dude and this one chick singing this duet together because they were so good at karaoke.
More famous than I am, probably.
Well, yeah, no doubt. But it's just kind of weird that was the height of entertainment.
How drunk do you have to be to do karaoke? Because I can't do it just going up there. Like
I do not have to be that drunk.
Really?
No.
Me neither. I'm.
So
totally
you're a
cool with it.
karaoke person?
Occasionally.
Really?
We're going out to the bar after
Oh,
this.
occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a good singer at all. I sound terrible, but I
You sound
don't
great
care.
after a couple of drinks.
Yeah, I don't care. I just get up there and if
Really?
it's a song
Let's
I
find
like,
a
I'm
karaoke
cool with
night
it.
this weekend.
Wow.
Let's go. You down?
I'm down.
Okay.
Are you gonna sing?
No, I won't.
How about if we do like a Bonnie and Clyde, Jay-Z and Beyonce thing? You can be Jay-Z and I'll be Jay-Z and she can be Beyonce.
Huh? It's two of them and it's three of us. How about we do like Beastie Boys?
I'll do most of the singing on the Jay-Z parts and you can kind of just mouth the words and she can do the Beyonce parts and we'll cover the whole thing.
No, I'm not just gonna stand. No, it's got to be like a trio.
A trio. What trio is there of two guys?
De La Soul. Oh, two guys and a girl.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I don't think there is one. I'm sure that. Well, I'm sure
I'm
there
sure
is
there is
one.
one. Yeah. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah. Let's find karaoke and.
Be Eddie and the Gang.
Eddie, who's that?
I can't even think like of a good trio other than like Salt and Pepper. No wait.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
That's a trio. Who's the other? TLC. The only trios I can think of is like three chicks, which that's
De
not
La
gonna
Soul.
work. De La Soul was three.
I
De La Soul.
I love when you guys crack each other up. It's so funny.
It is.
Someone's
it's
got to.
Yeah.
It's funny. What can I say?
Okay, well now it's your turn. Make us laugh.
Tell us a joke.
Oh, tell you a joke.
It's Lil Monty joke time. About
It's a new
little
segment.
Pepito.
You're gonna have to-
Come on, you got a little Pepito.
Surely you have a
Get back
Pepito
to
joke.
me. Gotta get back to me. I don't think I know any.
All right.
So now that you're down here in Texas and we're talking about karaoke, music preferences, country, western, both.
Are you coming back down for the rodeo?
No. No. I'm still like that 90s alternative vibe. I'm still
So
into
you
that.
still own CDs?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
High
because you're looking at
five.
me like
No, that's awesome.
corny.
No, I have a box. I mean, probably 50 CDs in there.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
have
I
a
have
CD
more than
player
that.
in my car.
I don't think I've ever owned a CD.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, nah. I can't get
I'm
it.
not a big music person, and by the time I kind of wanted music, like for running purposes, I just MP3s.
Just download it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just download.
Yeah, my car still has a CD player. Like I can't get into the whole Bluetooth and like I literally I carry about 10 CDs in my car, and then I switch them
Just
out.
kind of rotate.
Yeah.
Nice.
What CDs you got in your car?
It's all rap, man. Wu-Tang, Biggie.
Oh, Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I'm old school rap.
What about Tribe?
No, I don't have any Tribe Called Quest.
No,
I do
thought you
not.
were from Brooklyn.
Yeah, but I just
What?
they were like a Tribe Called Quest was a little more like maybe 2 years when they first came out.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 or 3 years before I really started getting into rap.
Called Quest.
Yeah, I still have.
So
my
a buddy
Tribe
of
Called
mine
Quest CDs.
In 6th grade, a buddy of mine let me borrow a Wu-Tang Clan CD, and this is in '93. It was when they first came out with their very first debut album, and the kid never got it back. Like I was just hooked. That was like my first time listening to rap, and I was hooked, and that ended up being like one of my favorite CDs ever, my favorite group, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this rap stuff, and
Cool.
I still listen to it.
So, what's your favorite band? Alternative. Depeche Mode.
Are they real?
No. I would say all-time favorite is I have two: The Cure
The Cure's good.
and REM.
Yeah, that's
R.E.M.
that's dead 90s.
Those are
I couldn't name you
90s.
not one REM song, but if I listened, if I heard it, I could say
yeah.
okay.
You would know it.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with like Just about everything, even with
Yeah.
rap. Like I have a very hard time telling you who sings anything, but if I hear it, I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, that's Naughty by Nature. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. But I couldn't hear a song and go, oh, that's maybe the Beastie Boys is probably the only thing.
Yeah,
Dude, why do they have this 3-point shooting contest? Why don't they just give Steph Curry the golden ball already? And
Dude, the guy Buddy Hield just shot a score of 26.
Every single shot Steph Curry takes looks like it's going in.
They should move the line back for him.
Just for him. I agree.
Like, hey, you got to shoot from the other end.
The other 3-point line. I agree. Look at this Muppet. Devin Booker. Clank, clank, clank. It doesn't look... none of them even look like they're going in.
Well, he got the money ball.
Yeah, he got one.
Well,
but look at this. I mean, he's just clanking them all around. Steph Curry, every single shot looked like it was going to go in.
I think so Steph Curry and Seth Curry got a little wager going on.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and bet on the older brother.
Yeah, I probably would too. And the wager is the loser has to buy the rest of the family tickets for games for the rest of like their career, I guess, or their playing career.
God damn, that's rough too because Steph Curry
makes more.
A, he makes more money. B, he's just flat out better than Seth.
But
he made a fair amount, 23 for Devin
he made the whole money ball rack.
He made all the money balls.
He really did.
Yeah, but still.
But they're brothers, so I'm sure they got each. Like Steph Curry's gonna have Seth Curry's back, right?
Not when it comes to.
I mean, Seth Curry's be like, "Hey, bro, my money ran out. Can you loan me a couple of $1,000 so I can buy mom and dad a ticket to come watch you?"
Actually, Seth Curry's gonna get off the hook if he loses because no one wants to go watch the Portland Trailblazers.
True. I don't know. That's
exactly. See. My point exactly.
Trailblazers.
This 3-point...
They're actually called the Jailblazers.
They had a streak there for a while. It was about 5 years ago, or maybe more than that.
Maybe a little more than that.
Where they just had guys getting arrested left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, damn, y'all need to stay out of the joint.
Yeah, the old-time Crooks team there.
Yep. Well, it happens, you know. Athletes, what are you going to do?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Okay.
So what are your plans while you're down here on vacay? You got any crazy plans?
No, just a lot of
not gonna hit all of the usual spots.
Well, she's gonna go karaoke.
The Alamo, karaoke, the Alamo, NASA, any of our other landmarks down here.
Not this time around.
No,
I'll be back.
No.
I'll be back in the summer. We'll see if something comes up. But
that's true. You do come back.
Do you enjoy this heat?
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Stop
I
it.
do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you say
Everybody
that.
loves the heat.
You say that because you don't live here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll.
There's no way you can enjoy the heat.
I enjoy the
Texas heat.
I love it.
It does get pretty damn hot here.
I love it.
Yeah.
It gets pretty damn hot.
It gets hot.
Love it.
It's similar but different from New York heat because we both have the humidity, but you guys just pump up. that temperature is like that's
it's
really
super
crazy.
hot.
I had a buddy come down from Michigan, and he was here for a weekend, and he goes, it's not that it's hot. It's just that the sun feels so damn close.
Like right down your back.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I think it's great. I love the heat. And if I have my choice between extreme heat here in July and August or snow up north...
Give me the snow all day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing in the heat out here. Like you don't see, if you don't see people, I mean, that Asian couple that you see walking here...
They're still walking out there.
They're not walking out here in the heat.
No, they are.
They're going to melt.
They are, because they're the only two people that walk in this fucking town.
I mean, you know what it is though? Like, my kids don't even want to go outside and play. Like, it's so damn hot. Like, they'll go out there for a couple minutes and then, they come right back inside in less than an hour.
Sizzling,
I mean, they don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Like in New York, the kids would want to go out there and, play with the snow, whatever, be a little more outdoors. I feel like here it's just so damn hot. It just keeps the kids, even me, actually. I get, fuck you, mow the lawn. That's going to take you like 2 hours to do. And after that, you don't want to even see outside. You just go inside, take a shower, and on the couch for like the rest of the day.
You get a good sweat going.
Yeah, I can find other ways of sweating.
It's good. Get you a Gatorade when you're done. Life is good. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
The more heat,
the
better.
I like the heat. I'm a little tired right now of the cold.
Y'all have had a rough winter up there, huh?
Yes and no. It's like spotty.
Right.
We've had.
Did you get that vortex thing?
The polar vortex. That was serious.
Like, how cold did it get?
It was damn cold. It was like sometimes you think, oh, these weathermen, they exaggerate or whatever. It was legit. It was legit. Like negative 20. Yeah.
Did you go outside?
I had to.
Did you just try to go out there in shorts and a t-shirt and look tough?
Never. I'm not stupid. No.
She ain't that crazy.
No.
I feel like if we were up there, we'd be like, dude, let's go out in shorts and a t-shirt.
Just to give it a shot.
Just to see what it feels like.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It was not fun. It was legit cold.
We got similar to a vortex. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got a vortex down here.
It was like,
because it affected the whole country. We got a polar vortex.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Oh, it got
Rain?
down. No, it got down to like 42.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but hold on. But the real feel was like 34.
Yeah.
Which freezing is 32, so 34.
We were about to freeze.
Like if you spit in the air,
right?
Like it would land.
Right. It would just.
And it would freeze.
Don't you love? Hey, don't you love when you get on your phone and it says 50 degrees but feels like 40?
Yeah.
Well, then it's 40 if it feels like. No?
Dude, I've been saying this forever. Someone explain to me the fucking real feel. Because this is the thing. If you put a thermometer outside and it says 50, then that's the fucking real feel, motherfucker.
No, because you gotta factor in the wind. It's the wind.
Doesn't
chill.
the wind hit the thermometer too?
You should be, that should be considered, right, when the thermometer is reading off the thermometer. I'm gonna walk around with a thermometer from now on.
Up your ass.
Then I'll be extremely hot.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help.
God damn, it's always 98 degrees out here.
And I can't see, it's freaking brown. Let me wipe this thing
I
off.
thought mercury was a silver color. This thermometer broke. Like, yeah, I don't understand that. If you put a thermometer outside and it says 50, isn't that the real feel? Because isn't the wind hitting that as well?
Good point.
I think that's some bullshit that they made up to make people more scared of the weather.
Well, I gotta tell you, that polar vortex was serious.
Oh, come on, Joe Harris.
I agree with you here.
Come on, Joe Harris. Hit that fifth one. Cleaned out the money rack.
26?
26.
Still not as much as Steph.
But he'll make it to the second round.
This is true. Well, I think this is the second round.
Oh, is it?
So how does this go? Like
they got 8 guys.
Okay.
They all go one time, and I think they take the top 3. And
They take the 3 or 4?
I thought it was 3 just now.
Okay.
You're
right. Because only 3 of them were highlighted.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's Steph, Joe Harris, and I think Devin Booker.
Or no, Buddy Hield.
Oh yeah, maybe Buddy Hield. I don't know.
And then, like, to what end? Like, what do they get? Like a trophy or something? Like, what
I'm
happens?
sure they get.
Yeah, they get a trophy and
okay,
maybe a bonus. I don't know.
Some guys probably do. Championship round score 26.
Sweet.
Yeah, here's Buddy.
So it's only 2 rounds then.
Yeah.
The second round is the championship round.
Right. So we're almost there.
So I guess...
You know Steph Curry's going to win this, right?
No, he's not. He's going to choke.
Whatever.
Joe Harris is going to win, bro.
Nah. Steph will throw up 30 this time.
What do you want to put on it?
Tickets for our parents.
Glad they don't do anything.
Yeah. They'll go to one game, maybe. Tell Pepito jokes and leave.
And so they only get 1 minute to
clean out to clean out all
To
5
make
racks.
25 shots.
Okay.
And the colored ball is worth 2 points. Right?
It's the blue and white. You can't say colored, bro.
It's colored. It's,
Yeah, you can't say that.
it's
That's racist.
colored white
It's
and
not
blue.
orange.
That's racist. You can't say that.
It's colored white and blue. You didn't let me finish.
Yeah, you can't say that.
It's colored.
We're trying to have a family
White and
show
blue.
here. For
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
he's not
listen
gonna
up.
make it. He's not gonna make it.
19.
Not
That's
good
not
enough.
bad.
Not good enough.
Not good enough to beat Joe Harris. Look, I couldn't make 2 of those shots, so I'm not complaining.
How many do you think you can make?
In a minute?
Yeah.
Probably 2.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
because I would have to... Dude, it is far. That's a far shot.
I mean,
So I would have to take my sweet time.
in your heyday, like when you were in your
This
prime,
isn't heyday.
more like gray day.
It don't get like
Yeah, nice. That was
More like gray day.
Yeah, I would have to slow myself down, and maybe I can make 2.
I think Steph Curry's gonna choke here. I think he's gonna come up 1 short.
No,
He's
I
gonna
think
score 25, and Joe Harris from the Brooklyn Nets is gonna be a 3-point.
You're such a fan. I love it.
I am a fan.
Yeah. Bang, bang. Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna go cold eventually.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
That's-
right.
I mean, that's because there's nobody defending him. Anybody can do that. I mean, come on.
Anybody could do that?
Yeah, anybody can do that.
Holy fuck.
He's gonna fucking go perfect.
Oh.
Ah,
9 in a row.
Sorry, he's not gonna make it, bro. Oh damn, he's getting out
Damn.
again. Yes, he missed the money ball.
12 with only 2 racks left.
Yeah, but he's got 10 he can make on the last one.
Oh, is it that much?
Well, because there's 5 balls and
Well, he's clanking them
one's
around now.
worth 2.
Well, now he's making them again.
Damn. Oh
Yeah.
no, he's got
16.
He
He's
can't.
got to make them all.
He's got to make them all. Miss one, Steph. He's gonna miss one, bro. He's gonna miss one. Joe Harris. I told you to be 1 short.
24. Holy
Oh, 2
shit.
short. What a call by me. Joe
Damn,
Harris.
I can't believe he made the first 9.
Yeah, Steph Curry
Wow.
sucks. He's garbage. I mean, he can't. I mean, come on, man. During the game, he can hit all the 3-pointers.
How many do
But
you
then
think you can
when
make?
nobody's in his face, he can't make
Seriously,
them all.
how many
But
do you
he's
think you
under
can
the
make in a
gun.
minute?
Yeah.
What do you mean he's under the gun?
60 seconds. That's not a lot of time.
Come on.
How many do you think you can make?
I can make more than the 2 that you can make.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can get at least 10.
10?
Yes.
In a minute.
Yes.
No
Oh.
fucking way, bro.
I'm pretty confident I can. I'm
10
confident.
in a minute.
Yes, I can
Dude,
make 10
if
in a
we
minute.
if we put you in one spot, you could make 10 in a minute.
We
Let
can-
alone having to go around to 5 different spots.
I mean, we can pick a court and we can.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I mean, someone's gonna have to rebound though, because we don't have 5
Yeah, yeah.
racks. So someone has to
Yeah, yeah,
rebound
no,
and,
yeah.
and dish them out to me.
Yeah, no problem.
I think I can do it.
10 in a
Absolutely.
minute. No, you're cracked out. You can probably make more than 2. I'll agree with that, but there's no way you're making 10. I've seen you shoot. You're not.
I mean,
you're
I
not making 10.
had a pretty good jump shot. I'm not gonna lie.
Weren't we talking about something similar a while back about hot dogs? About the hot dog eating contest? How many could we eat in 10 minutes?
That I can't do.
How many hot dogs do you think you can eat in 10 minutes?
1.
Thank you.
I mean,
Any
if
more
you were
than that-
trying to eat hot dogs. If you were in the contest.
Oh, let's see. In 10 minutes?
10 minutes is a long time.
It is a long time, but you gotta, eat hot dogs.
But here's the
You
thing.
can dip them in water to make them softer.
But see, I don't think that. But see, I don't think that's a fair question, because these guys that do it at the Nathan hot dog eating contest, their stomachs are prepared for it. Like my stomach is not prepared for that. So I think 4 I can do. I think 4.
I can easily do 10.
Really?
Yeah, dude, in 10 minutes?
No, because after a while, it's just gonna get. It's disgusting, bro.
Dude, a
Like,
hot dog's not that big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hot.
It's
no,
a
it's not. It's
hot
not.
dog.
No, but it's not the fact that if they're big or not. It's a hot dog.
Dude, have you ever been to the competitive eating website and looked at all the world records?
No, but I bet that'd be interesting to know.
Oh my god. The amount, like,
I wonder what's the nastiest.
74 hard-boiled eggs in 6 minutes.
Now, boiled eggs, I can probably do.
Hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah.
How many?
I can do 3 now, like in one sitting. So...
Dude, they do 74 in 6 minutes.
In 6 minutes, probably 12. That's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good.
I don't think you could do that.
Yeah, I can do 12. Because I really like hard-boiled eggs.
How long did it take me to eat those 12 wings at BW3?
It took you...
Was it 6 minutes to do 12?
You ended like seconds before
right,
the 6 minutes.
But what was the time? It was 6 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes. So 12 wings
in 6 minutes.
Were they like the super
Oh,
hot,
yeah, in that ridiculous...
blazing.
Whatever.
Yeah, it was their
After
hottest.
about 2, I couldn't see because my eyes were tearing so much.
Crying.
I couldn't see.
Well, interesting, this morning we were watching on the news one of these competitive... It was a woman. She was a competitive eater. And I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but she went to this restaurant where it's this burger it's got 10 beef patties, 10 slices of cheese, 10 slices of bacon.
Oh, man.
What is that, like 20 buns or whatever, right?
Oh, my God.
And then on top is a stack of onion rings.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's like, this tall.
How do you bite into that?
No.
You don't.
You don't, right?
Right.
And then to win the contest, and it's like a $50 meal, right? If you eat it, it's free.
It's free.
She had to eat a basket of fries and drink a vanilla milkshake in 45 minutes.
There's no way I could do
And
that.
she was tiny. She was
45 minutes is a
petite.
long time, though.
Yeah, bro, but that's
She did it.
Oh, yeah.
way.
See, she's a competitive eater. 45 minutes is a long time.
She did it. And like they do kind of like the fast camera thing, and she's just basically just like picking and shoveling.
There's a restaurant here that offers a 72-ounce steak, and you have to eat it in an hour. Now, for those of you that don't do math well, that's 4.5 pounds of beef.
You can probably do that.
4.5 pounds in an hour, maybe.
I think you could do that.
I love me some beef.
You can throw down some beef.
Yes, I can. I like me some
could.
beef. That's for sure.
Where is this at?
Taste of Texas?
I did not know that. We should, damn. That'd be good. So what, if you finish it, the meal's free or what? I mean, or it's just...
I don't know if they do that or not, but 72 ounces of steak.
I couldn't do it.
Makes me sweat just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. That's a lot of food, man.
It's a lot of meat.
That's a lot. But, these competitive eaters. Go to the competitive eating website sometime and check out the world records. They're ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. I wonder if there's like a world record of like Starbucks coffee. If there's a coffee record out there, I'd like to know because I can put down some coffee. I love me some coffee.
I'm sure there is.
I've never seen one, but I'd be willing to try. I love coffee. Hey, the slam dunk contest finally. This NBA Saturday thing isn't what it used to be.
No,
half the guys don't want to do it. Now you can make 10 of those little basketballs from inside the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm past that, bro.
You can make 10 of those in a minute.
That's I play that at Chuck E. Cheese.
I was gonna just ask you. You did at Chuck E. Cheese.
That's right. Yeah.
I
beat my 9-year-old all the time.
You couldn't make 10 at Chuck E. Cheese.
Shit.
Of those little ones.
I can bowl, man.
Damn, that kid threw him up there, huh? You see that? That's amazing.
Anybody can do that. Nobody's in his face either. I mean, kind of little sponge miniature balls. Look at that big size trophy he got. That's a bigger trophy than what Joe had.
Seriously.
No, wait a minute. These guys are just like audience people, or who
I
are
think
these
so.
guys? Oh,
Probably,
okay.
yeah. Probably
cool.
got handpicked.
Now, I don't mean to be a jerk here, but that chick's outfit is fantastic. With the red stripes, that is unique.
I haven't noticed, but apparently he likes it because he's
Why
like, wow.
is he so excited?
He saw her outfit.
Yeah, he's probably looking at her outfit. But so,
Let's see the outfit. She looks like a candy cane.
I know. That's what makes it good.
Like
Candy canes are good. How many candy canes can you eat in 10 minutes? There's probably a record for that as well.
There's gotta be.
Sure there is.
Alrighty. You guys want to wrap this up and go on to watching the slam dunk contest in peace?
Yes.
We all want to keep talking shit. You got anything else for us?
No, I had a good time.
It has been
fun.
our
It
pleasure.
went so fast.
Are you going to come back next Sunday?
No, I'll be home.
You're leaving?
You can fly out to
We're gonna have to do a
podcast.
I'll come back in.
We'll have to
You
do a
guys will find me back in.
podcast on Saturday. When are you leaving?
Saturday morning.
Friday night podcast.
What time?
Friday Night Lights.
What time Saturday?
I don't
10?
know.
10 in the
I think
morning?
it's like 10 o'clock.
We'll do it at 7 in the morning.
You
Oh,
could
yeah.
do it at 7 in the morning.
Come on, sleepyhead. So when we wrap up the show with a shout out. If you have a shout out to anyone you'd like to shout out, you're more than welcome to do so. If not, Alex won't have one. I don't think I have one this week. Maybe I do, but if you do, the floor is yours.
Shout out. Not specifically.
Not specifically.
Okay, you got one?
My shout out goes to Joe Harris, who just beat Steph Curry in the 3-point contest. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Joe Harris, shout out to you, brother. Well, he's actually not a brother.
He can be a brother.
He
He's
can
somebody's brother.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Shout out to Joe Harris for winning the 3-point contest a little while ago.
My shout out goes to our guest, my cousin Liliana. Thank you very much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure. We've been kicking it all day. It's a pleasure to do it in front of the camera. As always, it's been a good time. For those of you out there that want to get a hold of us, you can do so. You can email the show at positivesports10@gmail.com. Positivesports10@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, you can do so on Twitter at eMontana21. If you want to get a hold of this guy,
At Brooklyn Gaucho 1 on Twitter.
and if you want to get a hold of our cousin, on Twitter you can nag her.
At Lil Monty 7401.
Look at that. She actually remembered. As always, folks, thank you very much for spending your time with us. We appreciate it greatly. We hope you enjoyed this odd episode of the Positive Sports Podcast. We sure had fun talking and sharing our time with you. As always, folks, ignore the negativity. Be the positivity.
Peace.